It was just after 9 on a calm Wednesday morning when a single phone call sent Sacramento's emergency responders racing toward Interstate 5. What began as an ordinary commute quickly turned into chaos near the South Land Park neighborhood. Witnesses described the sudden sound of screeching tires, a loud crash, and the shock that followed as drivers slowed to make sense of what had just happened. The accident occurred on the northbound lanes of I-5, just south of Gloria Drive, a stretch of highway that sees heavy traffic during the morning rush. Within minutes, flashing lights filled the scene as paramedics, firefighters, and police rushed to respond. While details remain limited, early reports confirm that at least one person was injured and taken to a nearby hospital for treatment. The extent of their injuries is not yet known, but the sense of urgency from first responders made it clear this was serious. Authorities have not yet released information on how many vehicles were involved or what caused the crash, leaving commuters wondering what went wrong. As traffic came to a standstill, frustrated drivers looked on from their cars, unsure of when they'd be able to move again. For some, it was just another delay in a busy day, but for others, it was a chilling reminder of how fragile the rhythm of everyday life can be. Interstate 5 is one of Sacramento's busiest highways, connecting thousands of commuters across the region every morning. A single accident can ripple across the entire city, causing backups for miles and adding stress to an already hectic rush hour. Emergency crews worked quickly to clear the scene, directing traffic away from the affected lanes. At least one tow truck was called in, and medical personnel could be seen tending to those involved. The California Highway Patrol coordinated efforts to secure the area, ensuring that no secondary collisions would occur as curious drivers slowed down to catch a glimpse. It's a pattern all too familiar. One accident leading to a chain reaction of slowdowns and hazards. While investigators continue piecing together the cause, speculation among witnesses varied. Some believed a sudden lane change triggered the crash, while others mentioned the possibility of speeding or distracted driving. Interstate 5, especially near Southland Park, has long been known for its tricky merges and high-speed stretches, where even a brief moment of inattention can have devastating results. Whatever the cause, what's clear is that the people involved were caught off guard in an instant that changed everything. One witness described the scene as chaotic but calm, crediting first responders for arriving within minutes and managing to keep the situation under control. Drivers were asked to remain in their vehicles and allow emergency services to work, while detours were set up for those needing to exit early. As of mid-morning, traffic remained heavy, but the scene had begun to stabilize. Authorities urged commuters to plan alternative routes and avoid the area until cleanup was complete. For Sacramento residents, this crash is a sobering reminder of how unpredictable the roads can be. The stretch of Interstate 5 that runs through the Southland Park neighborhood has seen its share of close calls, especially during peak hours. With so many drivers rushing to work, school, or appointments, a single distraction can quickly turn dangerous. Police have not yet confirmed whether weather, speed, or driver error played a role, but they continue to collect evidence and review dashcam footage from nearby vehicles to determine exactly what happened. The injured individual, who has not yet been identified, was transported to a local hospital soon after paramedics arrived. While their condition remains unclear, officials have expressed gratitude that emergency medical teams were able to reach the scene so quickly. It's a testament to how Sacramento's first responders operate under pressure, moving swiftly to protect lives while keeping traffic from spiraling into further chaos. Cleanup crews were working steadily to clear the debris scattered across the northbound lanes. Bent metal, shattered glass, and pieces of tire told the story of just how violent the impact must have been. Tow trucks carefully remove the damaged vehicles, while officers continued to guide traffic through reduced lanes. Drivers who had been stuck for nearly an hour slowly began to move, their frustration mixing with sympathy for those caught in the wreck. For many, the sight of crumpled cars and flashing lights served as a quiet reminder to drive a little more carefully the next time. Meanwhile, officials used the opportunity to remind the public about road safety, urging drivers to stay focused, avoid phone use, and maintain safe distances even in stop-and-go traffic. It's advice that often goes unheeded until tragedy strikes. And though details are still unfolding, this incident has already sparked concern among local residents who've noticed an increase in recent traffic collisions across the region. As the day went on, news of the crash spread quickly across social media, with locals sharing updates, photos, and warnings to avoid the area. Some nearby residents offered to help by providing eyewitness accounts to authorities, hoping to clarify how the accident began. Others expressed gratitude that no fatalities had been reported, at least not yet. The Sacramento Police Department confirmed that they were coordinating with highway patrol officers to review surveillance footage from the area, which may provide clearer insight into the moments leading up to the crash. In the meantime, emergency services kept one lane closed to ensure all hazards were removed. Traffic reporters on local radio stations continued to update commuters through the afternoon, advising patience as cleanup wrapped up. For many Sacramentans, this crash felt uncomfortably familiar, a sudden disruption that brought the city to a pause, if only for a few hours, and reminded everyone how quickly a morning commute can turn into something far worse. As of the latest reports, officials have yet to release an official cause, but preliminary information suggests it could have been a case of distracted driving, perhaps a text, a quick glance at a GPS, or a sudden reaction to congestion ahead. Whatever the reason, it's another entry in California's growing list of roadway incidents this year. Interstate 5, in particular, remains one of the state's most heavily traveled highways, connecting Sacramento to major routes across the West Coast. It's a vital artery, and when accidents like this happen, the ripple effect can be felt miles away. Authorities also took a moment to thank those who pulled over to help before first responders arrived. Ordinary people, off-duty nurses, fellow drivers, and witnesses who offered assistance in those first critical minutes. Their actions, police said, likely made a real difference before medical crews reached the scene. Amid chaos, these acts of kindness stood out as a testament to the community's spirit. As evening fell and traffic returned to normal, the flashing lights and sirens faded from Interstate 5. But for those involved, the memory will linger far longer. The crash serves as both a tragedy and a lesson, a reminder that life can change in an instant, even on an ordinary Wednesday morning. Sacramento's drivers are urged to stay alert, slow down, and take nothing for granted on the road. While investigators continue their work, one truth remains clear. Accidents like these are more than just traffic updates. They're human stories, filled with fear, resilience, and relief. And as the city moves forward, residents hope this latest reminder will inspire everyone to drive safer, stay focused, and remember that every journey deserves a safe ending. Stay tuned for updates as more details emerge on this developing story.